I'm going to help you generate your first $10,000 within your business in the next 6 months. And guess what? It's completely risk-free on your behalf. More on that later. Hi, my name's Joe. My company is Day One, and I essentially help smaller companies or businesses or side hustles who are currently not where they want to be and get them up to the $10,000 mark. Now, I've done this a few times with a few different companies, and I know that the first $10,000 total revenue is the absolute hardest, which is why I want to come in and essentially assist small companies in doing this. And the way I want to do this is I've picked up a lot of information from loads of different places, and I've got all this information stored in my brain, and I essentially want to transfer this all over to you and essentially hold your hand every step of the way until you reach the $10,000 mark. Now, how are we going to do this? We're going to do this through high ticket sales, which essentially means selling your product for a higher price than you would probably usually do. Now, I'll get more on this later, but let me jump onto my computer right now and we can essentially go through the procedure that we're going to be taking. So as you can see right here, this is a kind of sequence that I've created, and this is the formula, I guess, that we'll be following throughout the whole thing. So as you can see, we've got the 10K blueprint, we've got the locating pain point, preparation, action, and scale. Okay, so first off, we're going to be starting up here, which is the 10K blueprint, and this is completing the blueprint. Now, if you don't know, I actually sell a blueprint that's currently worth like £500. That's how much I sell it for. And this is actually a Notion template right here. And it is just absolutely filled with some crazy information. I think it's like 36,000 words long. It's something stupid like that. But the amount of knowledge inside this course is just crazy. And essentially what I want to do is I want to bombard you with information, try and get it within your head. I've actually got a timeline here, so if you check up here, everything that I get you to do will be done on a time schedule. So a lot of people, when they do certain things like this, they just kind of tell people to do stuff. The way I structure it is it's literally like, step 1, do this. It should take you this amount of time. Step 2, do this. It should take you this amount of time. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier to follow, and there's much more probability of you actually succeeding and getting the 10K revenue. So if I hop back into here, this is the blueprint, and this is it in like an exported page format. So you can see actually how big it actually is. Tons of different sections, loads of different knowledge in here. And essentially what I'm going to do for the first 3 days is go through this whole blueprint and just ram your head full of useful information that we can then use later on. Okay, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to find you a pain point. Now, this all depends if you actually have a business at the moment. Like, for example, you might be doing whatever, I don't know, landing pages, for example. You might be making landing pages. I'm going to show you how to stop selling these landing page packages for like $30, $50, $100, whatever you sell it for, and how to actually start selling it for like $1,000 to $2,000 per sale. That's what we're going for here. So I'm essentially going to help you out with all of this. And when I say helping you out, this is literally like messaging daily, calling frequently. I listen, at the end of the day, this is a guaranteed offer. So essentially, if I don't get you your results, I'm going to give you all of your money back. I'm going to refund you all of your money back, which means we both want the same thing. I need you to succeed, otherwise I don't get paid, which gives me an incentive to make you succeed. Do you know what I mean? Do you know where I'm coming from? So essentially, I've got this down to a T of how I'm going to get you there. And it's to me, this is a no-brainer. You give me money, I'm going to generate you $10,000, all your money back. The worst you're going to get is a free £500 course. That's the worst. And tons of knowledge. Do you know what I mean? To me, this is just plain and simple obvious of what we're going to do. So yeah, like I said, this is the structure that I'm going to take you through. As well, we've got the timeline here that looks a lot like this. This last section is ongoing, because this is once you've learned the information and you've done like, you've like, for example, you've created your offer, you've created your product, your business email, your social accounts, which a lot of these you probably already have. You probably already have Twitter accounts and YouTube accounts. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of these like won't take that much time. But then once we get down to this, it's all about refining and repeating and client results. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on. Now, if this sounds good to you, feel free to book a call down below, schedule a time. Absolutely no pressure at all. It's just going to be me and you talking like this. I'm not going to pressure you into anything. I'm going to tell you what I have to offer, like I have done within this video, and we're going to see if we're a right fit. Because essentially what I'm doing is that I'm only taking on 1 to 2 clients per month. And the reason I'm doing this is not because I can't get more clients. It's because with the clients that I actually choose that I want to work with, I want to ensure that I actually get them the results. Do you know what I mean? So I want to put as much focus onto them to get them their results, i.e. I get my money and the customers get their money. So if that sounds good, book a call down below. I can't wait to speak to you, and yeah, let's make you some money.